orange.
You got
Yeah,
it.
got
Cool.
it. Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
So I realised there's kind of one pattern of stone, what are they called? Flagstones on the ground that are to one grid side. It's grid size, and then there's an actual overlay grid on the JPEG of the map, so I can't do anything about it.
Do we just use the we'll just use the tables, right?
I tried to overlay a table grid on it, and it's just too confusing to look at.
We can make
So we'll just use
table grid a
we'll
bit
just use
smaller.
It's not the table grid. That's those white lines are on the JPEG.
I can make out the grid on the JPEG. Yeah,
That's
sure. Yeah.
cursed.
Yeah, it is a bit. I would have rather
And yes,
have
it
this
doesn't line up
scale
with
the
the
size
table
of the
grid,
flagstones being 5 foot, but fuck it, we'll just use the white squares as 5 feet.
Sure.
Well, there's different
It'll
sizes
just be
of paving
easier.
stone everywhere, isn't there? So like over here, it's even square grid, but over here, even it isn't.
Weird.
Uh,
It's a weird grid.
toggle.
All right.
Attachment.
Turn off the snap grid.
Is grid on? Off?
Yeah.
Whatever.
So if you right-click, go toggles, you can turn off
It doesn't.
snap grid.
Yeah, the grid is
Turn
on.
off grid.
It's on, but it doesn't seem to match anything.
Well, it lines up with what the table thinks the grid is,
Yeah.
which doesn't line up with the image. Yeah. Did you guys see
That's
there's
weird.
a demo for Solasta too as well?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, just this afternoon. So it's how big is it? I have downloaded it.
Size doesn't matter. Is it good?
11 gigabytes. I have not played it yet.
Okay. I suppose the other game was like 20 for the full game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it. But yeah, it's early days demo, but you know,
Celeste
good to see.
2.
I'll give it a spin.
Is it a co-op demo?
Yeah, it seems to say that it is. Let's have a very quick read. I don't know. There's no information because it's just a fucking demo, but we'll find out.
Trying screenshots.
I
The
wonder if
store-
they've changed to be more like D&D rules, but just
Yeah,
with their own
yeah.
classes and stuff.
Yeah, so it's SRD, isn't it? But I think it'll be what they're calling 2014 rules, right? So it's you know not what we've been playing in this game, but what we're used to. But a lot of the rules were very close to the old rules anyway, weren't they?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the game system.
Sure. Dragon.
All right. Dragon. So as I said last week, you come into the forge, curl around this enormous anvil on top of this raised pedestal, like pentagonal pedestal, is this young red dragon. It is a large creature, so it's taking up the 4 squares, and it curls. And as you guys enter, it raises its head and glances over at you. How do you want to proceed? Are we rolling initiative straight away, or is something else going to happen?
I would like to take an action to use my Rod of the Pack Keeper to restore a spell slot.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to look around and see if there's any signs of was it Ember Wardens that were sent
Yeah.
before? If they got this far, or if they got stopped by the lava creatures?
So, scattered throughout here, there are signs of blackened, charred armor and clothing. And there's a bunch of bones scattered amidst a molten pile of slagged gold that the creature seems to be sleeping on.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that dragon's not meant to be here then. That dragon is definitely a bad guy.
Yeah.
And casting your eyes around this place, you can see there's strange machinery and this pipe that seems to be taking molten lava away from this central kind of forge, whatever the fuck it's called. And this seems to have kind of caked in black, more so than the image portrays. And it's dumping it out into a lava flow that seems to surround this place. The room itself is unbearably hot. Like the last crossing of the bridge, that was rough. That was difficult to cross in. But there's kind of clouds of ash in the air, and spending long time here, spending an hour or more here would definitely do harm to you. However, the burning heat that emanates from the kind of now near molten anvil and the dragon itself is immense. Jed, can you give us or anyone can give us an Arcana roll?
Yeah, my Arcana's not amazing, but I'm happy to make the check.
Mine's it exists.
Mine's -1.
Mine's,
Oh, okay.
Mine's a 9, so nothing.
That's a 20.
That'll work.
That's a 20 for Fern.
Yeah. For a total of 20.
Fern gets off the mark on the lucky break kind of thing and finally gets a positive. Yeah, it seems to be imbued with some sort of elemental magic. The creature itself, looking at it, you can see a heat haze all around it, and every now and then flickers of flame kind of just wisp off its wings, just disappear up into the smoldering haze that surrounds it. And you can tell, its effects here are drawing some energy, like a moth to the light. It's drawing some form of energy from this magical, no doubt, elementally imbued place that the dwarves have called their, what did they call it? The Forge Heart.
Forge Heart was it, yeah. Now, what were the terms of our mission again? Were we simply hoping to discover what happened to them, or were we told to make the place safe?
It was implied that the dwarves themselves, due to their strange oaths, had kind of hobbled themselves in the ability to deal with this.
Yeah.
This being a sacred place, and them only having one Ember Warden left, and him being quite elderly.
Yeah. But no one else is allowed in there, other
They
than
didn't
the Ember
want-
Warden.
They didn't want to give up their last one for the sake of the future.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you had kind of intuited that basically an Ember Warden was the only person allowed in this sacred space, and therefore, by their laws,
they were keeping
he was the only
last one
person who could have come
behind
here.
until they knew what had happened to these guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's implied that you guys deal with it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's implied that we get paid. Guys, I'm gonna shoot at it with the bow.
Whoa, that's a poor move.
It uncurls itself from around the anvil, puts one front claw over it, and rises itself up, slowly spreading its wings, and you can see the heat haze around it just fucking ripple all the ash in the air. And it says something intraconic. Short,
Now-
arrogant statement. You don't quite understand.
Cool.
Wait. We can talk to this thing. I can set it up so that we can talk to this thing.
Okay. So this won't be a waste of 20 minutes.
I think this
It
must be
starts to
unwise.
slowly and menacingly walk towards you.
I will.
I'll knock an arrow.
I'm going to step in front of the group and like bow, and at the same time, sign language behind my back just spread out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Perseus that doesn't know sign language, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he
Oh,
can,
yeah,
he
don't
can
they?
stand still.
Yeah.
I'll back away then and hop down here.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have seen Fern do something with her hands behind her back and then see these two move. So I would just move to stand slightly to behind Fern to one side.
Yeah.
All right.
And can I send Blue, my Quasit, towards the dragon invisibly, with the intent that if it can get to touching range, it can cast tongues on the dragon? I'm happy to get it to make a stealth check. It's probably got true sight, but Fern might not know that.
It doesn't have true sight. It has blind sight,
Okay.
which I think will still allow it to at least
see the invisible thing, probably, yeah.
To at least sense it.
Yeah, I
Hear it?
imagine so, yeah.
But it doesn't have that until it only has a 30-foot range on that. So
yeah.
When Blue is, I moved them.
Blind sight's like echolocation, isn't it? So
yeah, it'll pick up on the vibrations in the air and things like that. And it's
so
not
yeah.
tremor
a
sense either, so
corporeal creature that is actually, in.
Yeah, so. Well, the thing is, the creature is in the world because in order to touch it.
Yeah.
But it's invisible, and that's just the way it is at the moment. In other times, it has been incorporeal.
It would sense the change.
So what I'll do is I'll give him a perception check when.
Should I make a stealth roll?
And you should make a stealth roll, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Do I have any? I've got a +5. Which does it get advantage because it's invisible?
Yeah. On blind sight, no, because it's.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Just a stealth roll, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. No sweat.
He rolled pretty bad.
+5, so 16.
And it rolled an 8 + 8, 16.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably a match. Now whether, yeah, up to you.
So it senses it.
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it won't take a step back, but you'll see it looking down, and it'll open its mouth, take in a breath, and you'll see flames lick up around, like teeth about 6 inches long at the front. And Blue will just kind of sidle back around here of its own free will, and kind of just go down behind those steps.
Smart guy.
Not today.
Howard.
And I'll look back over towards you. And as it steps off this raised dais that it's on, about 10 foot down, it'll keep talking as if you understand.
Yeah. I'm going to hold hands high and speak. I'll speak aloud in Dwarvish, I think, and just say, like, I have the means to open up communication, but it will involve the touch of a hand to your scale. That would be met with great honour if you would do this. I'm not one for easy supplication, but I recognise your might.
It'll walk forward, looking across left at Blue.
Hey, buddy, do you speak common?
And then it will lower. It will keep its kind of majesty and its size amplified by its wings open, but it will put one claw towards you.
Okay.
And dig it into the flagstone just in front of you.
So if I cast tongues, it's going to understand everything we say, and we will be able to understand what it says.
We or just you? Or no, you're casting tongues on it. So yeah.
I'm casting tongues on it. So when the target communicates by speaking or signing, any creature that knows at least one language can understand it if that creature can hear the speech or see the signing. So it will be able to understand us. We will be able to understand it.
Cool.
And I will say thank you in common and back off.
Wise to back off. What is it you want here? My gold, I assume.
No. We were asked to investigate and discover the fate of the short ones that lived here before.
But they remain. But this is now my lair.
They remain?
Abroad, they remain. As in the rest of the dwarves.
Yeah.
He's aware of them.
You see.
Yeah.
They remain until they get into a war with the elves down here, or something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
no,
like to
for
move
the
this way a little bit.
fate of
They-
the warm bloods.
They might
Yeah, no worries.
be persuaded to pay tithe in exchange for access to the warmth here.
This is my lair. None shall be permitted entry.
Can I jump the lava flow?
Yeah, that's no bother. It's cooler than you expected.
There's a great race of elves threatening these dwarves.
Is
They could
there
be
an implicit threat when it says none?
Yeah, kind of there was.
Yeah.
Why did you come here?
Yeah. I think I've still got the psychic link set up with Percy. And yeah,
I have been searching for a place of power to rest. I found this place. It will do for now, till I outgrow its use or its size.
What if you found somewhere better? Soon.
Well, I could be persuaded to move then, maybe. But I see all, and I have not seen such a place.
would we be aware of a place in Imabad, for example?
No, there was that big old fucking cave above us, though, full of elves that he could eat on.
Wrong character.
I know.
Oh yeah.
No, well, Fern, you think he's implying about the elemental nature of this place, like he's drawing
Yeah.
some power from it or something.
Clearly, yeah.
Like this place is obviously kind of the veil between the worlds is the planes is thin here, and the element of fire is kind of infused in the air in this place.
Yeah.
That-
Regardless, Great One, red as the setting sun.
Wow. He's fucking
We
rapper now.
have travelled widely. We are new to this land below the land, but we have seen much to the south of here. And I basically would like to try and, I mean, I'm more than happy to make a deception check to try and pitch like spin a weave about how in Imabad they have, towers made of iron that are twisted and forged in
Fuck is
places such
Imabad?
as this.
And there's deserts and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I don't remember Imabad.
Imabad is the nation to the south that we were at war with. before the
Okay, got you. Remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the sun beats so heavily that no plant can grow, that the ground is reduced to shards and flakes of glass. Surely there you would find the heat that you seek, the power.
And the space to grow.
Mm.
Yeah,
More air than even your majestic wings could swallow.
there are peoples in these lands.
There are, and they are recently defeated by cohort as weak as ours. They would supplicate. They would pay great tithe to you. They have some material wealth, not yet all looted. It would make a fine addition to your hoard.
Slowly turns its back on you, flicking its tail in the air just to show you how strong and girthy and lengthy it is. And it starts to sidle back up towards the dais. And as it climbs up and turns, it addresses you again. It says, "It is agreed then. You shall show me this land to the south."
Show?
We have maps. For us, it would take a long time. We do not even know how to return to the surface ourselves. Although I'm sure that is no barrier to you.
What use are your maps then?
To us, very little. We would give them to you willingly.
Maps are kind of useful once you get out of underground.
If this is your domain, surely you know it better than us.
Of course. And what do you seek in exchange for this? These maps?
We have been offered something by those who resided here before your majesty graced the place. It would be dishonest of me not to pretend we have some interest in asking you to leave. But be assured I am not lying to you. She is, but it doesn't matter.
It was a deception check.
Yeah.
Anyone that
absolutely.
says I am not lying to you clearly warrants a deception check.
Okay. I've got my inspiration at hand, so let's see if I biff
How
this.
good's your charisma?
I've got a +8 on my deception. Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad.
That's
That's
cocked, but I'm
double
happy with the
mine.
automatic roller, so that's a
Beat
total
him.
19 + 8.
Yeah.
What's that, 27, yeah.
Many.
His insight is actually not as good.
He's only a young buck.
My my bard in my other game has a 13 deception, so I've been practicing my in-character lies.
Well, this is acceptable. Return to me in a year after I have healed.
To this
with
place,
these maps, and we shall finish our arrangement.
Tough
It
fella.
sidles back to the anvil, curls itself around it.
is it showing signs of injury? Does it look wounded?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, the front as he kind of flared up in front of you, his belly scales are kind of dripping with molten gold. None of them seemed missing or discolored. His wings have shown signs of injury, maybe the odd hole or two, but like he's still fucking terrifying looking.
He's a
Nothing
rude.
nothing
elf.
obvious.
Sure, okay. I've got the psychic link to Percy. I'm going to ask, because I can ask him without revealing to the dragon what he thinks of, a year. Do you think the dwarves will go for it? What's a year to them, eh?
I don't know how long they've been waiting, but I think a year may be pushing it.
Nah, they haven't got any fucking smiths anyway.
They got one left and he's owed.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he dies before the next one's born,
Then what the
Oh,
fucking use do they have for a smithy?
How hard
Yeah.
is it to hit shit with a hammer? I mean, come on.
it's how their society works.
Oh, maybe this society's damn stupid.
You can't hear this.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I can't. Thank you.
If it won't leave for a year, we may have no choice but to fight this thing. And I don't look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can get around the room and whisper this in people's ears. Everybody's heard the terms that the dragon has set out for us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And sorry, it was speaking. Actually, you cast tongues on it, so it's speaking
Yeah.
Draconic, but you
Yeah.
you all understood it.
I'll cross the streams and I'll ask Khan what he thinks first.
I want to eat its heart.
It's
Probably a bit hot.
Hey,
I'm going to give him a perception check to see if he can hear that. Okay.
okay.
Man doesn't have ears.
I will communicate from now on in common sign language.
Yeah. Let's get out of the line of sight where we can sign at one another.
No, it said he can read signing.
Yes, if we get out of the line of sight. Yeah.
He's on. Sorry, Jed. He's on a raised dais.
Yeah.
So where you guys are. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to say that kind of walkway that's broken is 10 feet tall.
We'll turn our backs to him.
But yeah, exactly. As you move into hiding, it comes out of its coiled state again,
You said to fucking spread out, and you just come and stood next to me, you bastard.
I'm gonna step
and it'll walk
forward.
back to there.
I'm gonna step forward as these two disappear and say to it, "Would your healing take a year if you had help?"
I do not know if your magic can help me.
But the magic of this place can.
Yes. Can't you feel it? Look around, manling.
Ask what affliction it faces.
What is it that ails you that this place heals? Is it physical?
That is none of your concern. I retain the strength to crush you all.
That I do not doubt.
I think we could take this clean. And this is the... Would it not be good to have these dwarven allies?
Biscuits.
That was very
I wish I had some
defensive.
biscuits.
It got very defensive then, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Perseus just
Must be
does
severe.
the same with Fern. As you approach him, even from this distance, you can feel the heat build.
I wonder, is it possible to do a insight check or something when it was like that is none of your concern to see if it's like maybe scared or something?
Yeah, I'll allow an insight or an arcana check.
Yeah, I'm not
Can
sure
we-
which one would work. That's why I was asking what kind
Yeah.
of check.
Can I make an insight check as well?
Yeah.
Listening, yeah. Yeah, nothing. Right, 7.
Damn it.
That's only a 16.
16. He's not being deceitful, but he's gaining something from this forge. You don't know if it's healing him or just making him stronger.
Okay,
But
so
there's
maybe he's
benefit to him staying here.
maybe he's not hurt. Maybe he's just getting stronger from this place.
As you look around and you can see like the cooler lava flow and all the heat in this place emanates from him, not from the lava that surrounds you. It's like he's definitely drawing some energy from the air.
He's sucking all the heat out of the lava. Oh boy, we need to act, I think.
These creatures are not good. Normally they're very vicious. Very big ones I see eat giants before when I was a kid.
Sure.
Now, manlings and elf, be gone. You heard my terms. They're the last you'll hear. I will see you in 1 year's hence.
Sure.
All right, give us an initiative roll.
I'm going to steady aim shoot it as well.
Okay, where's initiative
Is
for
that-
these new fucking things? +4. What did I roll? A 9. Jesus.
Initiative roll for all of us.
13.
12.
This guy
Yeah.
needs to be untoggled.
How do I turn the fucking auto grid off on the table?
Yeah, right click.
Um,
Oh, I don't know about that.
So from the table,
Three of us at
options.
12.
Fuck.
Options grid shows that's not. Oh, snapping. Yeah, okay, off.
And then for blue, it gets a +3. So
I rolled fucking terrible.
I think I just wasted my nat 20 on initiative order, for fuck's sake.
That.
Did you get a 20?
That's not good.
Yeah, I got a nat 20. Fuck's
Takes
sake.
you up to -4 on the luck chart.
my first nat 20 of this fucking campaign.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah, he
Well,
was
yeah.
down to -5. He'd rolled 5 fucking ones as well.
Yeah, Perseus has been really shit for my nat 20s. Like, I've got more nat 20s with Tongi than I have Perseus. I've been playing Perseus longer, I think.
Yep.
All right, so we got Perseus going first, and then the dragon. Is that correct? Fern, you're on 12 or 13?
12.
12, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Perseus gets his shot, isn't it?
I shot it.
Well, that's the thing. Let me just quickly check the
How surprised.
surprise rules again, because I believe it's advantage for the people surprising.
And disadvantage for those who are surprised.
I'm
but
I'm intending to use steady aim, so I will give myself advantage irregardless.
Oh no,
I'd
no, I mean
say
advantage
the-
on initiative rolls.
Oh,
if you're surprising, yeah.
Oh, I hate this fucking website.
doesn't really matter though.
look-
Initiative doesn't
look,
really
man.
matter.
It does when you're doing like chunky damage
And that guy
per
can do
fire
100
breath.
damage. Yeah.
Well, not 100, but he can certainly.
Surprise.
If one of you guys were bloodied, I'm sure he could take you out in one round.
Certification surprise. If a creature is caught unaware, that creature is
Disadvantage on
surprised
initiative.
and it has a disadvantage on its initiative roll. So it doesn't necessarily give Larry an advantage.
Yeah.
If
we
he's
don't have
if he's
advantage.
hidden,
has
he would get
disadvantage.
advantage.
Easy.
So
So-
what you could,
The
Okay,
creature gets
you guys didn't
disadvantage,
have
that's
sup-
it.
You guys didn't have surprise as such.
No.
Well, but it makes more sense that Larry did engage and start the combat and therefore went first.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is
Starting from Larry's turn, maybe. Go Larry, Fern, Khan, then
Yeah.
up to the top from me.
probably the way I would rule it is Larry gets his turn first, then you're in normal initiative, and Larry misses his turn in the first round.
let me re-roll the
That-
dude's
That
initiative.
makes sense.
He rolls even worse, so it's what did I say? It was plus initiative was +4, so he's down to 12. So he'll go after the players of Larry and Fern.
Cool.
And then, so in that case, what we'll do is we'll play it as
Yes, we're all on the same initiative.
yeah. I don't like skipping people goes on an initiative, especially when they roll higher. That's the thing.
Sure.
So I think what I'll say is
Well, how did it work before? Surprise
The
round.
surprise
We just
round-
get our round first.
yeah, that's kind of how it worked before, I
All right,
believe.
then I'll go first, and then Percy goes, and then Jed, then Vic, and then top of the round, Percy again. How about
What do people think?
That's probably the way I would
that?
rule
And
it.
the critter doesn't go until the second round, but it can go before me and Jed on the 12 initiative go.
No, I'd like to keep it stable so I can go after you and Jed. But yeah, okay, we'll do that. So, Perseus goes. Sorry, Larry goes.
Okay, the DM determines if the creature is the dragon surprised.
Well, you're kind of hidden at the back of the room. It's concentrating on something else. So yeah, it's surprised.
Right. I'm just reading some bollocks. Whatever, I'm just shooting it with an arrow. I rolled a 20 on the higher dice. Is a 20 sufficient?
So no, sorry, I gave it disadvantage on. I'm reading the rule again. I gave it disadvantage on its initiative, dropping it from 13 to 12.
Sure.
Then we just run combat as normal. We'll just play it as written. So, as essentially as the bolt is flying
Okay,
through the
I
air
go
that
first,
Larry
then
has
Percy will go.
fired.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that makes sense. Me go, then Percy, then everyone else, and then top of the round. I'll go again after whatever.
Yeah, okay. Larry jumps.
I
to
don't.
the
I like.
initiative.
I don't really care, but like it just makes sense if I'm firing my arrow first. Then that
Yeah,
happens
you know,
first,
it
and then
does, it
everyone
does,
else's,
it does,
Then
it
everyone
does.
else's go first, and then the next turn.
Yeah, okay. So for this round, Larry goes first,
Does
and then we
20
jump
hit
into normal. So yeah, 20 natural.
No.
Well, hits anyway.
Good. So 1d8 plus 5. Yep, 5 for sneak attack. There's them. Where's the d8? I have one of them. I don't know where it's gone. That.
Right in front of you.
Oh shit! I'll re-roll that because one of them was cocked. Oh, for fuck's sake. 6, 11, 13, 19, 26. No, wait, 19. Yeah, 26 plus 7. 33 on that arrow strike. It will be. That is all I can do because I steadied my name, which I think is a bonus. action.
Okay. Then we're into Perseus.
Right then.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. Cool.
I don't know whether or not it's smart to get up in this thing's face or not.
It is if you kill it in one turn.
Well, this is your surprise round, so act now or forever hold your charred piece.
Fuck it. I'm gonna hit it with a second level guiding bolt.
9 by 5, so you're 45 feet away from it.
Yeah, it's 120-foot range guiding bolt.
So its AC is 18.
Oh, I hit it then. Because that's what, 13 plus 9, 22?
Yep, that hits it.
Second level, 5d6. So that's 19 radiant damage.
Yeah.
And also, the next attack roll made against it has advantage.
Neat.
All right, Perseus. Any movement?
Yeah, after launching guiding bolt, I think I'll step forward a bit. About there.
All right. We're back. After that, Larry had gone first. So Fern.
Counting squares. If I can move to.
And just to say,
Yeah.
it's acting this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Uh,
Yes.
can't quite get within 30 feet of it, rats.
So the magma channel that was
Yeah.
made by the dwarves is 5 foot high. The walkways over it are 10 foot high. The start of the dais that it is standing on is 10 foot high.
Yeah.
As are the entrance and this other panel over here, just to let you know. And then there's it's only a gentle step raise into the center where the anvil is.
No problem. Right, I can't do what I wanted to do because I'm not quite close enough. I'm going to go back to where I started. In which case... I can see it from here, though. It's high enough, or are these things too high that...
No, it's higher than that.
Okay.
It's a big lad.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah.
I get 2 attacks at this level. Yeah, because we're level 9. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. So, first roll.
Advantage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll roll both of those.
Yeah, reroll both.
Yeah, advantage. So 8 plus 9 makes 17.
Misses.
Misses. Okay, second attack.
Ooh.
AC of 18.
18.
Hits.
Right, great, cool. D10 plus 4. So 8 force damage. Your terms are unacceptable. For my movement, I'm going to move to here. Hopefully that gives me a little bit of cover.
So, yes, I'm going to say there are. I don't know if you can see them on the diagram here, but we'll say they're at the intervals between the squares.
Yeah.
That there are pillars that you can hide fully behind.
Cool, great.
But there is kind of a way you could walk through underneath between them as well.
Okay. And bonus action, I am going to cast Jump on Khan.
Fucking this guy.
It's
This
clobbering
guy.
time.
He's so fucking jumpy. I fucking love it.
It's
Oh,
our
that's
very
me.
own Mario.
It's
Yeah,
Oh, that just
kind
made
of.
my movement go nuts now.
I don't have to concentrate. You've got it for a minute. Yeah.
All right, so that was Fern, and it's now on to El Dragano.
Oh boy. Well, I would say that we're reasonably spaced out, except that you guys aren't, and you both.
Oh no,
came over.
I'm
We're in
taking.
cover.
I'm taking the brunt, the full force of whatever's coming. Don't you
You're
worry.
a
I'm fully aware
paladin.
of
You're
that.
supposed to.
Yeah.
A paladin wearing metal.
It leaps forth to land in front of Perseus.
I'll stub my toe. Cheers.
And it makes a swiping attack with one of its claws. Its first attack rolls a 16.
Misses, thank fuck.
Its second swipe rolls a 13.
Misses, thank fuck.
And it's, come on, 18.
18's my AC. Fuck.
It hits. So it's doing.
So it yeets it.
Okay, hang on. Does anyone have a. Who's red? Is anyone red colored? Vic, I'm going to nick one of your.
Sam was. Sam
Or sorry,
was
Larry, I'm nicking one of your orange dice with it.
Oh, work.
Time being.
Death
I was
dice.
going to say Sam's
Fire
like
dice.
right there.
Yeah.
So it's this plus 6. So 20 points of damage from a savage rend that cauterizes the wound immediately as his claws erupt in flames as well.
Neat.
Ah, You're right.
And that was 3 melee attacks it had on you. That was its go. Oh, sorry. The burning heat. If you were to remain in its proximity this close at the start of... Oh, well, we'll find out at the start of your turn. You will take fire damage. But, so that'll happen next turn. And Karen, into you then.
Okay.
Great. So no melee range, guys.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, I can
No,
spend
we'll be
10
fine.
foot in it to jump 30.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's how the jump spell works. Yep.
Okay. And this thing's what, 10 foot high?
Yeah.
So what that would be like, what,
It's also 10 foot raised across above the ground. So
Also, once you get within 10 feet of me, your speed increases by 10 feet.
hell yeah.
Is that
Is
starting turn?
Yeah.
It says, let me just read it verbatim. In addition, whenever an ally enters your aura of protection for the first time on a turn or starts their turn there, the ally speed is increased by 10 feet until the end of their next turn.
Oh,
Cool.
neat. Okay, cool.
That is, yeah, way more flexible.
so where can I jump to? About there, then? Which would be 20 feet?
Well,
Because I'm going 10 foot up.
so you're standing right beside this thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can jump your full 30 feet forward if you like.
Well, if it's 30 foot, that would be here-ish. That's what I was saying, like there.
Well,
But
you spend
I'm
10 to jump 30, so yeah. Is that not the rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it then.
Okay, so that gives me what? Fucking 30. Bonus action. Ooh. Do I do rage or large form? Ooh. I'm gonna go with rage first. Use my bonus action to activate rage, which then gives me half my movement again anyway. Then I am going to charge over and
Crosses the map.
smash him. Actually, I'm going to charge over, but I'm going to move around him because I've got fucking tons of movement.
All right.
So I'm to his rear and then hack into him with my battle axe, I guess.
Is it a great axe or a battle axe?
1 second. I think it's a great axe.
Yeah, the big two-hander.
Attack. Great axe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a reckless attack, but I'm going to forego the reckless advantage for brutal strike. Which is an 11.
Misses.
And I think I can do this. I don't know if I can only do it with one attack. 1 second.
Can you do? I don't see why you'd be able to only do it once per turn. But we'll have a look.
I think once you've activated, it's activated.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going for the same again. Which is tons. Fucking
If you use reckless
28.
attack, yeah.
Yeah, and just because I'll highlight it now because we're in that circumstance, we're going to use the flanking rules, so a +2 to attack when you're flanking somebody.
Okay.
Anyway, so a monster hit. Okay, so give us a damage roll.
So with the brutal, I do a plus D10. Then I think I do +3 as well to my damage. So it's 8 plus 3, which is 11. So it'll be 11 plus 1d12 and 1d10. Which one's a d12 again? Is it that one there? And that's a d8, isn't it? That's a d12.
It's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed the colors of them all, so fuck it. And that is 11. 11 plus 11.
22.
Yeah. And then I can use cleave, but there's nothing else to hit, or forceful blow, or hamstring. I am going to use forceful blow and push it 15 feet in that direction.
Does it get any sort of defense against this?
Nope. Because it is part of the brutal strike ability. There's no.
Okay,
Doesn't-
so 5, 10, 15. Does it leaving Perseus's AoE or area of fucking whatever it's called cause a attack of opportunity?
1 second straight.
Let me check that.
I don't know if the new fucking
Yeah, I will.
moves.
No, it just says that then I can move half of my speed without provoking an opportunity of attack.
I don't know if forced movement it provokes
Don't think
procs
it
opportunity
does.
attacks anymore or not. So checking the rules. Attack. Attack action. Opportunity attacks.
Well,
Make-
somebody
when
on the
a-
web is saying
yeah.
no.
When a creature that you can see leaves your reach using its action, its bonus action, its reaction, or one of its speeds. So if it's being forced to move, I
Okay.
wouldn't say that it does. Yeah.
Cool. Agreed. All right, Karen, that's the end of your go, yeah?
Yeah.
Top of the round then, Perseus. Into you.
Right. As Calm pushed it away from me, I'm guessing I don't take any fire damage from it.
No, you don't.
Plan, baby.
Thank you for that, Khan. Okay, bonus action, lay on hands on myself. I'm going to restore 23 health to myself because I really need it.
Cool.
Gav made it next to impossible for me to grapple it, so I can't wrestle the dragon, so I'm gonna have to push it around the
I
ring.
mean, you can.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be taking damage.
You may simply
Yeah, you can
regret
still
it.
wrestle
Yeah.
it.
I may wrestle it at the end.
And then action. I'm going to. I wonder, let me check this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to back up a little bit. Next to here, and then throw the javelin of lightning at it.
Right.
But so I can use lightning bolt. You can forego making a ranged attack roll and instead turn the weapon into a bolt of lightning.
Cool.
Okay, so you need to make a saving throw, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's a good one. Dragons are pretty big and lumbery.
DC's 13.
It passes.
Damn. What's that? Is that a hit or miss, or is
Half
that
damage.
failed to take half as much damage on 6? Yeah, half as much damage, so 46. So what's that? Is that 9 or 10? Like 19 halved.
You roll down. You round down. So
Round
So
down.
9 damage, 9 lightning damage.
Okay. It is bloodied. The
I
lightning
can
crackles into it, and you can see some of its scales kind of pop in the heat. That the end of your go, Perseus?
Oh wait, I meant to move here, so I put myself in the wrong square. Oh yeah, that's the end of my go.
Cool. Okay, then Larry Fern, who wants to go first?
do you know what you're doing, Ix?
I'm going to shoot it. So yeah, fuck it. I'll go first. Steady aim, nat 20. Fuck. So I double all the dice. right?
If you've crit, you will double. I think. Are we doing max damage on the dice and then roll again?
Max
Would it
damage
work
on
as
the
good?
first one, and then just
What?
take it. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Roll your damage and add max damage.
Okay, got you.
Is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, 7, 8, 12, 15, 19, 20 plus 5, 6 is 38. 20 plus 38, 58 from a screaming arrow shot out of the dark.
Add your dex modifier as well.
What?
Back.
Oh, the fucking arrow. Yeah, the bonus is +7. So, what was it? I've lost track.
38, 56 plus.
65.
Yeah. Something like that. About 60.
The arrow goes into its fucking skull through one of its eyes,
Swing.
horrifically fucking it up. It screeches, the rage, the heat that is emanating from it, that obviously Perseus and Karen can see, expands out around it, growing even more dangerous. And it is fucking enraged. Is
Hell
nothing else
yeah!
Larry is up to?
Anything? No, that's all I can do. It takes my bonus action to do that, and I can't move.
Cool. Fern, into you.
What's the range on this? 60 foot. Am I within 60 foot of this thing? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. So can I get it to make an intelligence save, please?
It rolls a paltry 11.
Okay.
So I assume is a fail.
DC 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is an illusion takes hold in the mind of the dragon. And it sees the foes that have come to it multiply, and the ghostly figures of the Ember Warden dwarves that it slayed stand around it, and all look at it and say, "You may flee, you may live, and you may flee, and you may not return." And it's not going to take any damage now. Yeah, I'm going to deal some damage to it. It's going to take 2d8 psychic damage. But it's, yeah.
So that is from the dwarves that are surrounding it. Yeah.
14 points of psychic damage. Yeah, as though they are themselves, kind of grappling at it and clawing at it.
Appear around. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Did you roll your 2d8?
Yeah, I just rolled 14 points of psychic damage.
Right.
And it believes that these kind of ghosts are real. And
The dwarves are kind of do claw into it, and you can see somehow like more scales being torn away, and some of the cooled gold that has encrusted its scales just falling off, and it just shrieks and turns, and like kind of its back legs and tail skitter back a little bit off and have trouble finding their footing as it just roars and lets out a breath of flame at these dwarves. And it is going to make on its turn a fire breath attack.
Hell yeah. See ya.
I didn't stipulate where they were positioned, so yeah.
It's going to it's going to fire off towards the dwarf that's in. It's a 30-foot cone, so it's likely to either get Perseus and Blue or Karn and Perseus.
I want to use my branches of the tree.
Well, hang on. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. So yeah, it's going to get Karn and Perseus.
So at the beginning of its turn, you can make a reaction. Is that right, Vic?
Yeah.
At the beginning of its turn. So it's
start?
already made its attack. So you've missed your chance to do it, if I'm understanding that rule correctly. As in, it's already decided what to do and has done it.
Starts its turn within 30 feet.
Yeah, I think so. You should have done it already, Vic. Yeah?
Yeah, you're the DM.
Well, no, I don't know the rule. You're the one.
It's at the
Like, I
start of the
haven't read
turn.
every fucking class. Yeah, okay. So in that case,
when the creature
I don't
starts
know.
the turn, so it's yeah.
okay. So can I get these deck saves, DC 17 from Perseus and Karen, please?
Add hang on 1 second. I think it's 4 plus 4. Yeah, add 4 to whatever you roll, Vic.
Does that +4 on top of my +2?
Yeah, because it comes from
I'm assuming
Percy.
so.
Yeah, yeah, on top of your bonus.
So that's 22.
Did you say Dex?
Deck save, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 25 for me. Yeah.
25. Okay, so you both pass. You're taking half damage. So it's 7, 10, 18, 24,
God, I love the paladin auras that I
30,
have.
Alinor is so strong.
35,
Yeah, it's great.
40, 46, 50. 25 points of damage each. Of fire damage. If you have resistance to that, that halves it again.
I don't have any resistances.
No, I got resistance for melee fighting.
And then it's Karen's go.
Okay. Well, I am gonna spend 10 feet of my movement to jump at it and smash it in the head with my axe.
Gives an attack.
Again, I will do brutal strike. Nat 20,
Nat 20. Yeah.
Hell up.
which
Oh, this is going
was
down.
what
I think.
then?
That takes Karen into the luckiest character here status.
So it's a D12 plus 11 plus a D10. So do I just max it out? What are we doing?
You just roll your damage.
Which is a 5 and a 6, which is 11 again. So 22. Yeah. Yeah, 22.
So that takes it up to 44 plus 6 is 48 points of damage.
Oh, actually, I forgot to plus my 3 for my rage.
Okay, so it's another 48, so it's 54 points of damage.
And going to do the same again.
So now that cleaves in through its skull and it falls back into the lava behind it.
Yeah, you killed it.
It's you
I
killed
want to
it.
use my other action to grab it before it does. And use my
Oh.
bonus action to go large. I want to eat its heart.
Yeah, I knew you were grabbing it to save it.
Okay,
Khan
so
wants the ingredients.
you can use your bonus action to go large, and your other action, I need a strength check.
Okay. Which I get advantage because I'm raging and large. Oh, fucking hell. Didn't even roll. Actually, I want to use that fucking when I rolled 20 on. Which is, what am I using? Athletics? Or just basic strength?
No, a strength check is athletics.
Okay, so that's plus 9 to the 14, which would be 23.
See, okay, it slips back over and you grab it by the neck. And as you increase in size, you can slowly start to pull it up where most of its weight is now on land. and it's not going to fall back.
Good.
As soon as the axe landed, the heat around it has dissipated, and you can now feel the heat from the magma. And Perseus and Blue, and indeed Fern down by the edge of that kind of magma flow. You can feel that kind of the energy of the liquid rock just kind of reinvigorate, force itself out.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah, at least the dwarves will be happy.
Yeah, I'm
Trash.
sure you're happy too, Khan. You got some
Ah,
ingredients, I see.
I've been looking to eat the heart of one of these for a long time.
Truly.
Is that not dangerous?
No.
Isn't that where all their power is stored in their
Yeah,
heart?
heartburn or whatever.
That is why you need to eat it. You take their strength.
Or stick it in your own chest? Go dragon heart up in here.
I wish to spend a little bit of time chopping off its claw and then using its claw to skin itself and cut some meat up and stick it in this haversack. I don't care if everyone else cracks on.
I'd want to say we can't stick around, but before
I
we
will
leave,
follow
I
'em.
want to see if there's any items
up
from
here.
the Ember Wardens that were here. Any remains that I can take back for family or whatever.
There is gold embedded in the chest of the. Well,
Yeah, and there's a slag pile of gold and precious metals and gems surrounding the anvil. There's also scattered around the room in various locations are rings, amulets, and you'll also notice a great deal of chain links. Some intact, some in strips, some by themselves,
yeah, they should be recovered.
along with sets of armor, and bones, and things like that. Family rings, some of them with signets, some of them without. And yeah, probably it'll take a lot of work, but there is like a molten kind of flattened donut of gold around this anvil. That's probably, you don't know how much, but it's a serious amount. Possibly like 50, 100 kilos of gold.
I'm not
Cool.
fussed about the gold and jewelry. I care about the family signet rings and things that might be sentimental value. The chain links, I don't know if we have the quote unquote right to touch them, so Perseus will not touch the chain links.
I want to skin enough dragon to get a dragon skin cloak.
I don't know. Fucking beach balls. I don't know. A fucking hefty chunk of gold out of the pile and that. Secret on my person.
You've got to take some gold dragon scales as well, innit?
There's also a number of smithing tools. So like
Yep, hack away with it.
hammers and blah blah blah. Exactly. So you can find the tools and you can start to kind of pie up this fucking quantity of gold here and stash it in your. You have a haversack of holding, I think it is.
Yep.
We do.
Yeah. So like,
So it's like an inferior bag folding.
if you take like, it's going to take more than a short rest to do this. Like you're going to have to be here for hours to get all this
How
gold.
heavy
There
is it?
Well, in the haversack, it doesn't weigh anything.
No, but how heavy is the big block of gold? How big is it? So I'm just going to chop
the
off
several-
a lump
There's
that I can
several
put in my
thousand
pocket.
gold worth of here,
Alright, well, yeah, we'll just get like.
but it's now just kind of a melted puddle. You know.
Well, we don't need all of it. Just take our piece to help, pay for our
Take a bit of that.
services and assisting these dwarves. And yeah,
Take
I'll hack
the
off like
golden dragon skin.
a grapefruit-sized lump of gold is what I was going for.
Cool. Okay.
They're probably going to reward us for this anyway.
Well,
That's
then
why
they
I'm
won't
only
mind.
after
They
the
won't miss a
family
little
stuff.
bit more gold.
I ain't too worried about the gold. I'm just butchering up this dragon. Taking
What do
its
they
skin
need gold
and
for? They've
food.
got a fucking self-contained society. They ain't trading with anyone else. Fuck 'em.
Don't even know what they use the gold for.
Exactly.
Could be
All
wrong.
right. So, to be clear, Larry's taken, you know, a melon's worth of gold.
Grapefruit. Come on.
Which will be-
I'm not greedy.
Okay. And you can write that down as 750s worth of gold.
Okay. Thank you.
Vic, you can write down. Actually, give us a nature check for skinning this thing.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Prefer survival, but nature will be.
When do you ever get to do either? Both of them are a treat. Either of them.
That's a 20.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. You do a proper job on it. So you can write down. Just write down a dragon skin. But just stick 20 in brackets after it if you're taking a note, so we know kind of the quality of it.
Okay.
Fern and Perseus, is there anything you'd like to gather up from here?
I will take the chain links.
Okay.
And
Or if the tools or the armor have any identifiable features, I'll consider those. But
So the armor, not so much, but nearly all of the tools down here have been marked with what looks to you like a family crest of sorts. Or at
yeah,
least a different marking for each one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Most of them. And there's the equivalent of like a big black sack, black sack of chainmail links. Sorry, not chainmail, chain links.
yeah.
And I will gather up family signet rings and anything that looks like it's got like family crests, like including the tools and things.
Okay. So because it was the equipment of kind of heavily laden dwarves, these two sack loads that you carry are kind of difficult to move around with. You can obviously drop them and come back to them, but it's just you're carrying a weight that kind of makes a difference. Should you wish to carry them and fight at the same time, for instance. But yeah, you've gathered them all up, and between Karn's obsession with the creature and
Obviously, I'm
Um,
going to take its
you-
heart, and at the end, I want to take its head as well.
so its head is all messed up. It's got a bolt going through one eye out the back of its skull, and
Gave
it's
it the
got
Kennedy treatment.
It's all right.
it's been cleaved apart as well.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's not going to be keepers. It's just I want to bring it back for proof of what we killed.
Why don't we just bring like his fucking hand?
So it takes 2 or 3 hours to gather up everything. It's including being fairly meticulous about the chain links and things.
Can I short rest in that time?
In that time, people can short rest. Yes.
Spell slot. Thank you.
Do you attune on short rest or long rest? I don't remember.
It's normally long rests. I
That's
think
fine.
some items might be short rest.
Oh, that's fine. Not important.
So I'm going to take a leak, but I think the plan is to head back to
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah, we'll go across the Chamber of Silence and meet the Echo Seer and see what they say.
All
Yeah.
right, I'll be back in a moment.
All right, I'm going with it.
Right, I want to use some hit dice during the short rest.
Yeah, because you've got munched.
That's not that good, but that'll do for now. I don't want to waste the last 10 points of my lay on hands.
Okay, my rage would have wore off. Doosh.
You guys should be okay with health because you've still got the bonus health that I gave you, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm fine
yeah,
with even with the 25 damage from the violin.
Yeah, what's your
I
health
still got
back
6. I still got 69,
out of? Because I got 62 out of 89.
94.
Maybe I should pump a cure wounds into you just to get you up a bit more.
I'm fine. Trust.
Yeah, I knew I should have made that a fucking adult dragon. It was way too fucking easy.
Well, you did mention that at the end of the last session, and me and Stain were talking about it before this session. Like, is it going to be young? Is he going to bump up to adult like he said? And when you said young, I kept my mouth shut.
Well, so young is 6,000 XP, right? And the budget for a fight with you guys, a deadly fight with you guys, is 10,000. And then an adult is, I think it's 19,000 XP. So anyway,
It's it balances differently having only one foe, right? Like if they're
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm back.
Having if we'd had multiple targets, multiple threats, even with the same challenge rating total, right? Like it would have stacked up quite differently, but because we can focus fire.
yeah, it totally biases it. All right.
I got a nat 20 on sneak attack.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, as an opener.
We did
And
roll well.
did it 3 crits during that fight? Or was it just the 2?
As a
think-
group, we had 2, I think, right? Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. So,
Oh no, wait! It's a short rest. Sweet.
yeah, sorry, and you can short rest if you like, if you need hit dice. You can do all that sort of
I don't
thing.
need those. I just want to tune to the bow so I can actually use it properly.
Oh, it says short rest, does it? Cool.
I mean,
yeah.
the rules say short rest for attunement.
Attunement takes a short rest. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry, I thought it was long rest. All right, so we
Well, it's like the first Google result anyway. Sorry, I'm eating biscuits.
No,
worries.
I hate to do it, but
yeah, no, I think it's different for different items, or at least maybe those custom items, whatever. Who cares?
Oh,
You make your way back across the bridge, noticing that the heat from the lava flow outside is just that little bit stronger. Across the silent chamber, noticing the lack of elemental presence in the air, and soon you spot Echo Seer Varroc's torch. Except I'm pretty sure I just mixed up the Chief Echo Seer with whoever was sent down
Forna.
with you.
Forna.
Forna Echo Seer, yeah. She's sitting down, eating some hardtack and just kind of staring out into the silent darkness.
I'm happy for us to have a lamp crossing, right? Like
Yeah, I figured I would have lit the lamp after we left the bridge room, like once we got into the room of silence.
Cool. So Perseus, what would take as default is that anytime you're going into total darkness, you light the lamp. You have to tell me otherwise.
Okay, yeah.
If you-
So
if
if
you
it's
plan on
stealthing,
don't.
I say
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
lit the lamp, yeah.
Okay, so she stands and kind of brushes the crumbs off her tabard, picks up her gear, and starts to get ready as you approach. And you can see her talking, but obviously you can't hear her. But as you emerge, all right then. So what's the deal with the forge?
To me and Khan look
I
like
will club the
scarred a
dragon
little
head
bit.
down in front of her.
So yeah, Karn, you've got you basically got a rolled up, like you'd transport hide of any other animal.
Yeah.
It's just a rolled up kind of carpet type thing.
Yeah, Red Dead.
What's that?
Dragon skin,
Dragon.
baby.
That
She
was
kinda-
your problem, it seems.
She'll kneel down and kind of run a hand over the scales. Oh, and she'll kind of pick a tiny fleck of kind of sliver of gold that was lodged between two scales. And you killed it.
Hell yeah.
If not, you would not be using your forge again.
So the Amber Wardens can return.
They should be safe.
Oh. The Oathband will be happy to hear that.
Hell yeah.
We must get back and tell them.
I don't know why I'm talking because I can't speak fucking dwarf.
Let's just assume that I was translating for
Oh,
Khan.
yeah, okay.
Khan is just speaking anyway. 'Cause he just yeah.
Khan likes to talk, and Perseus will translate in another language if he needs to.
So
We are
Journey
very
takes-
hungry.
journey takes a while back. It's probably only, if even, 6 hours since you left the chamber. So as you come back up through the natural rock formation, the well-worn floor on it, and open the big iron door and step through the runic portal back out onto flagstones, you can hear the 7th bell ring. And Torna leads you back out into the Great Hall. Chamber is in session again. And you're kind of well aware of your kind of clanking and noise that you're introducing into this arena. Yeah. As you approach from a door off the side of the main chamber, the chamber will kind of come to a hush. Well, it's been a pleasure, Torna will say, and kind of give you a brief salute. I'll just walk off down some of the corridor.
Thank you for guiding us.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Now turn back to the Oathbound Boulder.
Are you remembering all this shit? You should just have really good notes.
I was about to say
Come-
really good notes. I'm just looking at my Council of Elders list.
I just can't. I can't read my own notes most of the time. So. And I
Come in.
Mine are all typed up.
I also tend to just write random words that I hear.
Mine are all typed
So
up.
I've written,
mine's like-
I've written grapefruit lump, which I'm going to look at in a week and not have any idea what it means.
And you'll be 750 quid shorter. Yeah. Yeah, so he'll wave his hands to you. Come in, come in.
So
thank you, sir. And I always say that with like a look of like, I don't know what your official designation is, kind of.
It's Oathbound.
Yeah,
That's
but,
his
like,
honorific. Like,
So we just call him Thank You Oathbound then, yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
it's the equivalent of your lordship or whatever down here. How's the Forge's heart? How does it fare? You've seen it?
The heart beats warm. Its residents of late. And I'll just take the chains out of the bag and lay them down, maybe on a table, one by one by one.
Which will take minutes.
Yeah.
And as each different, well, not different because they're all Ember Wardens, but as like each links come out and are placed, it's like you'll hear prayers go up and curses of anger against whatever was down there. And there's a reverence kind of, and awe that emanates amongst the elder dwarves around this room.
And as Fern is doing that, I'll like take out the rings and things like that and tools and say, we've returned these so that you may take some solace from having something from those that you lost.
The Oathbound will hike his great chain over his shoulder and step down off his throne towards the table at the base of the dais where these trinkets lay. And he'll pick up one or two of the rings and take a look at them. It'd be a great honor for these to be returned to the families so that their oaths can be continued by their line. Done well. Tell me, what was in the Forge's heart?
And I'll look over to Khan and say, if you will, Khan.
And I'll just drop its head in the center of the dais. Boom.
boom, you looking for this?
This is the beast. We slayed for you. Ha ha!
This was the source of your ills and troubles, Oathbound.
pick it up, and with his old arms, he'll still manage to raise it to show the rest of the crowd. There'll be an intake of air, and then slowly, kind of from down the back, from maybe one of the younger members of the parliament, there'll be who will stand and clap, and then slowly around the room, all the dwarves stand, and there's a slow clap and an appreciative hum that goes through the chamber and kind of echoes off the small bells that are set into the
I am
wall.
going to reach into the haversack, grab the heart, hold it in the air.
You've eaten the heart. Have you
No, I
not?
haven't eaten it yet.
Okay.
Oh no, I've put it in the bag for now. I'm going to hold it in the air and then take a fucking nag out of it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That will kind of stop the applause so much, and that'll kind of bring it to a gentle end. And Oathbound will kind of step in, seeing the social faux pas, and well, we are all greatly appreciative of your work in the forge. You should
We thank
remain
you.
to us. You shall remain with us as guests for as long as you need. I have spoken with the Echo Seer, Varuk, and we can indeed arrange escort as far back as is needed for you. You shall have letters of marque and letters to your leaders if this is what you think fit, and you'll be
So they're
rewarded
aware of our
justly.
leaders?
We've told them a little bit, but they're going to write something for us to take up that is like they're not going to send an emissary because they don't
They
want
don't
to.
have
but
one.
They
They
don't
don't
have
have
any.
one.
Yeah,
the
that's
last
it. They don't have
emissary's
an
dead.
emissary. Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
but yeah.
I'm sure I have more than one.
No, the next emissary hasn't been born yet.
That's
Well,
right.
that line ended, maybe.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
stupid, isn't it?
It's
I
their
don't
whole
disagree.
born into roles.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
But yeah, I want to thank the Oathbound.
He'll bow slightly to you. He said, you have the freedom of the city. Our people should be ready to go in 2 days.
I would like the freedom to traverse the city without passing through your quietening gates.
Don't they have like a radius?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, the
So it's
further
not
out
the
you go.
gates, essentially, that...
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
like walking through the gates.
Worked
it's
into
like
the
if you're-
stonework.
If you're in the city,
The
you're
gates-
within the radius of the gates.
The gates kind of focus the magic on our symbols of it. But yeah, it's
Got
the
it.
radius.
Very well.
Worked into the walls.
So
Essentially,
here
as long
we-
as you go out to the outer edge of the city, you can still use magic and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, back out on the farms where you were prior.
Yes.
And there'll be more of kind of similar to on the other side. The effects countering your magic. But then again, as you get lower and lower towards the lake, it only blocks, level 3, 2, and 1 spells. So it's only up here that's blocking nearly all magic. And indeed, it seems contact with the planes.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too far away when I did that, was I? Yeah.
You guys can take a long rest if you need. If there's anything else you'd like to do over the next day or two, the Oathbound Brelder will request your presence on the afternoon of in 2 days' time, midday. Although they will probably have some other term for that time, and they will. You'll prepare to set out then.
What's my intelligence modifier? Fucking 2.
Yeah, long rest then, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
longer rest.
Yeah, I think so.
Get all my spell slots and my health back.
I mean, I'm
Someone willing to
losing
teach.
out.
Someone willing to start teaching me Dwarvish.
Oh, that's one thing. Like
It'll take 8 weeks for me to learn it.
after the long rest, like during the day when we're just doing nothing, like because there's like 2 days we've got to wait basically. So during the first day, can I just like spend some time trying to teach Larry and Khan like basic Dwarvish, like common
Well,
terms that
the rules
help
say it takes like 10 minus intelligence modifier weeks to learn. So I can learn in like 8 weeks the language. So
Mine's -1.
9 weeks.
Your intelligence modifiers.
Oh, your intelligence modifier is -1. So it'll take
Yeah,
you
it'll be
11.
weeks.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
but
Perseus can start doing the the please and thank you and
I can learn
2
to say
beers and
hello and
whatever.
goodbye and beers.
Yeah,
I will
Yeah,
not
just-
eat you.
Oh yeah, please and thank you, that kind of thing. Cool.
yeah, that's
Right.
no problem.
I begin learning Dwarvish.
just simple words.
What's your intelligence, Perseus?
8.
All right, okay.
Well, it's
Keep
my
that in
intelligence
mind.
that's important if I'm learning from him.
Yeah, but a great teacher can
See,
sometimes help.
my wisdom is really good. My intelligence is shit.
It's not much better.
And my
Fucking hell.
charisma is really good. Wisdom and charisma are amazing, but
None of us
intelligence.
are particularly high
Why
end.
is this goddamn party of dumbasses? Why am I the intelligent one?
We're soldiers. What do you expect?
Well, yeah, fair. I'm
I
a
am
sneaky
killer.
soldier.
We've all
Um,
probably got fucking like CTE and shit.
Nah, that didn't exist before 10 years ago. It's fine. Back in the olden days, it's fine. You just be quirky.
Right, brain injuries.
Yeah,
Just got shell shock.
yeah, exactly. Just a bit quirky. It's got-
Nervous,
it-
not
it's-
yet diagnosed.
It's got a bit mental because of all the fighting. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he just gets nervous if you open the door without knocking. It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gav.
yes. Sorry, I'm trying to find the list of rewards that the dwarves had prepared for you.
Ooh.
I wrote them down during work today in my OneNote.
Percy
Under
was
the
going to get plate
section.
armor.
Adventures under
Oh,
the
yeah.
mountain. And
I
I
asked
can
about
no
plate
longer
armor
find them.
left.
Yeah, and they will have plate armor prepared for you. I'm just trying to find what I fucking wrote. How can these not fucking exist anymore? Okay, I can remember what some of them are. So, at the end of the first day, a guard, a runner, comes looking for you. you're summoned again to the parliamentary buildings, and in an empty room, just with Baldur there, Baldur is he informs you that there is a set of armor that has been fashioned for Perseus. There are 2 giant tomes, like fucking 4 inches thick and large format, that are being given to Larry and to Fern. One each.
Tomes. Books.
Tomes. One is books. One is written in an elvish hand, and Baldur says that this is the pride of one of the prides of their library. It is one of the oldest books they have, and is kept under tight lock and key.
Can I have a look at the does it have a title, or I open it up and I'll look at it?
It does. It is.
I'm happy to hang around and yeah.
Fuck! I fucking had backstories and all this shit behind them, and I fucking lost them in my notes. It's a book written in elvish hand.
Yeah.
And it is a book that essentially gives you +2 dex. It is permanent and increases your maximum.
Oh shit.
They are, I believe, very rare artifacts. I'll try find them on D&D Beyond so I can get the names of them.
Well, as soon as I realise what it is, I guess I will.
Yeah, it's on personal combat and honor and war, essentially, and just grace and movement.
As soon as I realise what it is, I'll kind of. I will drop down and bow deeply.
And then
gratitude.
It's not Tome of Clear Thoughts. No.
I've just searched book on D&D Beyond, and there is a book of bad romance, which is fucking sick.
The Book of Bad Romance is a homebrew item that I have, yeah, in my other games, so that's why that showed up. Yeah,
That's fucking awesome. I want.
And Jed, sorry, your one is for charisma.
okay.
And it's a book on it's I had this thing because it was Deep Rock Galactic. It was kind of Rock and Stone, a
Hell
book
yeah.
of like how the Oathbound survived the darkness, and it's all about an insight into reading people and how to react to certain personality types and things like that.
I am interested in that as Fern Martin on oaths made in the darkness and
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
The books will take some study, which can be done straight away. He will, however, request that the books remain with the dwarves.
Okay. We've got a couple of days anyway.
Yeah.
So my charisma goes up by 2.
Yes. And if that goes over 20, that's allowed.
Okay. No, it puts me to 20.
Okay.
And then the same with you, Deck. Yeah, Gex
modifier,
for your decks.
2.
Perseus, I want to actually find what the fuck happened to the notes, but basically it's plate mail armor that is it's +2, and it did something else, and I just can't remember. So give me a time. I want to see if I can find it in my notes.
Badass. Trust me, bro.
Okay.
And then Karn, they had made a great axe for you. That was also +2, but it's kind of the axe of the fucking Forge's heart, and it does +2 and a +1d6 fire damage. But then it also did something else. But I want to look that up. I think it was a crit, it does more damage or something like that.
Is the plate dwarven plate?
Yes, and that was something. Thank you. That
Because
reminds
it's
me.
+2 to AC. In addition, an effect moves you against your will along the ground.
Yeah, that's it. So you can negate, if you're trying to be forced to move, you can negate up to 15 feet of movement.
Oh, it says only 10 feet here. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong.
Oh, sorry. No, that's it in that case. Yeah, it's the 10 feet.
Okay, so I'll add that one.
So you can negate, and it is dwarven in style, but obviously very alien to the dwarven you would know from the surface. And yeah, that's what it is. What was it called? Maybe I can search my notes for it.
There's Dwarven Plate and there's Dwarven Plate Armor. They both do the same thing.
Dwarven plate.
Oh, Dwarven Plate is 2014 rules. Dwarven Plate Armor is 2024 rules. Okay.
Counters at the bottom.
Because back in 2014, they just kind of
It's purple.
assume that
is
everyone
the-
knows that plate means plate armor. They can't assume that anymore.
Dwarven
okay.
dining room plate.
Why is crockery give you such good AC? What the fuck?
All right, guys. I think we'll leave it there. I've nothing really else planned for this evening, so
Okay.
depending on what you guys want to do for next week, if it's anything other than return to the surface, if you could give us a heads up before the weekend's over, so I can prep for it.
I mean,
That'd be
I
great.
think we should commune with this. I mean, try and work out some kind of deal with these dwarfs.
Well, we've already
And
done that,
yeah,
you know,
An alliance, so that we can.
So they are
Yes,
giving
yes,
us
yes,
letters
close
of
as well.
alliance, effectively. Yeah.
Sweet.
or at least letters of introduction.
Yeah.
So maybe the terms haven't been. If you want to hash out some terms prior to them talking to your leaders, we could do that. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for next week. That maybe we start with something like that, and then hopefully you guys can get back to the surface.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Unfortunately, I don't have
Interesting.
access to any kind of teleportation spell. Otherwise, we could get down here much easier next time.
Yeah. No, I don't
but
either have teleports.
Now that you've been here, it
No,
will be
but you
easier
did-
to find your way
You
back.
did take a map of how to get to the river, and the river will lead us back here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've made maps of the underground and things like that, and if I can spend a bit of time during the days of rest updating the map to include the silent chamber and where the forge is and things.
Yeah, and like you've got other promising leads that seem to be going up and back in the direction of the other chambers.
Yeah.
That aren't the fucking, waterfall entrance. That is particularly one way.
It might be worth taking a week there to fucking just, get supplies, check their map, so we have an idea of what route we're taking.
Well, Fern made copies, didn't she, when we were looking at them 3D map before? And we gave them information.
Yeah, I think so. Or at least she definitely took
Yeah.
the relevant information.
I took details, so they had their weird kind of 3D print,
Yeah.
like 3D kind of string map, and I helped them mark off the extra tunnels that I'd mapped down and made equivalent maps. When we first met them.
I've just noticed my new AC. Oh,
You at 20 total now? Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like
22.
22.
I'm
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, sure.
AC.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Monstrous.
Not bad. I got.
If I'd had that on before, that dragon wouldn't have fucking touched me.
Oh, I have a plus 11 to hit with my dagger and my short sword. It's pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna shut down the table.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, thanks. Yavin.
Fun.
I've been very tired. Sorry, guys.